tell us what happened to you. There seems to be some controversy about whether rubber bullets are being used.
Oh, there's no controversy at all. I was sitting up on the intersection on Pike on 6th Avenue. Totally non-violent situation. We were obviously blocking the entrance, but the police gave no prior warning. They had there was a line of mounted police and the police on foot and the armored car with two guys standing on the armored car with the plastic bullet guns, and then another line of police came up the avenue the other way, and we were like in a sandwich between the two. But people were determined. They were sitting there, and they started spraying a little bit of a gas. It wasn't a really tough gas. It was possible to stay, and so people were staying. And then suddenly someone said, "Look the other way," and I turned around and I saw they were starting to spray there, and the guy was taking pot shots of the crowd, and I thought I was far enough away, and then by instinct I turned my head, and the bullet went right through here, and or like this glancing blow, I guess, and blew a lot of glass into my eye, and the guy beside me got a bullet right in the face. So I figured I had enough for the moment and went down to the drugstore to wash it out. But I think it's going to be okay. But there was the totally unprovoked and unannounced violence on the part of the police.
Mm-hmm. Were they able to disperse the crowd by doing this?
Well, the crowd was resisting pretty well. No, they were pretty. They were holding out there for the time being. I think they came down later because they put in a lot more of, I guess, CS gas, something you really can't resist too much.
So how many people do you think were getting hit by bullets? How many people were shooting the bullets? Was there more than one person shooting them?
There were two guys standing on the armored car there shooting. Afterwards I went past the Radio Shack and I saw more footage on the local TV there, and the guy was still up there shooting. In fact, he looked like he was aiming at the TV camera at one point. So there were definitely plastic bullets flying around. No doubt about that.
So how's your eye doing?
I think it's okay. I think it'll be okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Did I give you my name?
Yeah, could you?
Yeah. I'm Oliver de Marcellus from People's Global Action in Geneva, Switzerland.
Well, it's just one of the most exciting days that I could have ever imagined. I'm 70, and to be here when this kind of history is being made after, say, 20 years of writing letters, trying to change the regulatory thing and trying to improve environmental things and social justice, and everything just keeps getting worse or chiseled away at. So, you know, today it's so marvelous to realize how much spirit there is, how many people are involved in this, and outraged just the way I am. It's, you know, like free trade is more like very tightly controlled, corporate ruled trade. And they always seem to get these neat names in there that don't say what they're doing. So, anyway, I've learned, I fought NAFTA, but the WTO slipped in. It was very secretive and stealthy, and I look at the young people on the street and I feel like saying, I'm so sorry that my generation let this happen to me. Just incredible what's happening all over the world in terms of man's inhumanity to man, corporate inhumanity to man, to indigenous peoples. I listened yesterday to a tribunal. It was actually Sunday, Monday, well, whatever. It was a tribunal on one of the oil companies and their crimes against nature and crimes against the environment in Burma and Thailand. But just the most incredible thing. We're going to hear these. We're going to hear these crimes exposed now for what they are. The oil industry and the chemical and petrol and
the nation wants to come in. Okay.
The huge agricultural industry. So anyway, you'd probably like me to stop talking.
I love your talking. You're great.
It's just wonderful, though.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
It's such a steal what's going on.
Right.
it's no more. We're going to take it back. But you know, somebody said yesterday,
But just don't move too close because my camera can't get you all in.
Okay, this is not a beginning of a movement. It's just a spark. We've a lot of work ahead of us.
No more. Go and sin no more.
Jesus was an anarchist!
Because we wanted to have a look at the view. There's people everywhere. The whole place is taken over. So thousands of people here in a peaceful demonstration, and there's so many people that have spoken out here democratically and peacefully that they've had to cancel their meetings, I think, and they're going to have. And now their secret meetings aren't going to go on, and they're going to have to go back and listen to the people, because the people have spoken here and have said we don't want secret meetings on our. On the future of the world.
All right, anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I'd just add that I certainly want to express my huge appreciation and respect for the young people that were out here earlier today. It was mostly young folks who are doing the direct action, who are doing the civil disobedience, and they got treated so incredibly unfairly by the security forces, the tear gassing, the rubber bullets. They're the reasons why the streets are blocked off. They're the reasons why these dumpsters are here for us to celebrate in this amazing achievement what's going on. And I wish them all the very best, and I hope all of them come through it all right. I'm here to protest the single biggest sellout of Canadian freedom and rights in the history of our country since the Aboriginal people were pushed off the land in the, well, 500 years ago.
Which would be?
This is an absolutely despicable act by our government, what's going on. Not only does the process stink, none of the Canadian public was consulted on what the rules should be or how the rules should be decided. It was all done behind closed doors, and they're stealing the things that we hold most dear and which give us our Canadian identity, our camaraderie for each other, and our concern for our fellow human being and the environment.
It's a collusion of multinationals and Western governments to form a corporate world economic government that's secret and undemocratic and will decide and rule on not just economic issues but social rights, human rights, health rights, environmental rights, and pretty well any issue they can rule on now. That the new code that they're making up, they can basically rule on any country's sovereignty and impinge on any country's sovereignty. Yeah, good talk!
Kind of a what's going on downtown.
Hi, we're getting stickers out to benefit the craft boycott. Philip Morris, have you heard about it?
I haven't.
Philip Morris sells tobacco to kids all over the world. Marlboro cigarettes, Kraft macaroni and cheese. Anyway, we're asking for donations to benefit the boycott. 50 cents or $1 for stickers. Thanks.
Okay, how about the other one?
How about the other one?
Yeah, zoom in.
Me or you?
Me. What's going on down there? Have you seen any turtles? Like big groups of turtles? I don't know where they went. Have you seen the turtles?
Yeah, they're over that way. By the pyramid.
They're not big groups?
Yeah.
I'm looking for one particular turtle.
What are the turtles doing?
What are they doing?
They're protesting.
They're going.
Turtles. What are they protesting?
Because they get stuck in the nest.
Because green turtles get stuck in the nest. Cool. The turtles get fucked up. Yeah. Why
Okay.
didn't you camera take that?
Cool.
Have you seen the turtles?
She was a turtle.
You were? What happened to the turtles?
Yesterday. No, we don't know what happened today.
See them today? Okay, thanks.
They were fine. They were fine.
This is a beautiful sign.
Actually, somebody just gave it to me.
Yeah?
It had been passed down from a few people.
Really?
So, yeah, it's really nice.
Did they tell you about how it was made or who made it?
No, she didn't, but somebody had given it to somebody else who gave it to her, so I don't know.
It looks like you're pretty happy to get it.
Yeah.
How come?
Well, I told him that it was my favorite sign out here because I really liked it, and then like about 10 minutes later I ran into the girl who had it.
Oh! You're my size! Oh, yes!
What?
Delegates are getting booed as they're walking by.
Shame on the delegates! Shame on the delegates! They crossed against the line! Delegates go home! Delegates go home! Delegates go home!
Yeah.
Pike, wherever Nike is. And here you go. You can see what's going on. The street, I gotta hit this button. The street is blocked in that intersection, and the street is blocked here. So I don't know what happened to Big Mark. And I'm searching for the turtle. Oops, sorry. We do this every day in America. Do you think that people can make a change, individuals can make a change?
I know they can.
How come?
I made a change in my workplace.
In your workplace?
I made them respect seniority. Pulled a boycott strike against my employer, where I've been employed for 20 years, a community strike, and now he recognized community involvement, and he recognizes seniority.
But do you think that individuals can make a change?
Individual, but it's gonna be a little bit hard, but we got to come together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gotta come together, and then we all can make a difference.
Do you think that individuals can make a change?
Definitely, and it's obvious here.
What the hell?
Why are you here?
Because the WTO, their policies will endanger the free jobs and people and their education.
What do you think? What do you think about what's going on downtown today?
I think it's terrific.
I think I get out of here.